guys, welcome to episode 2. I'm Jason van Skalkbeek, your host, and this week we are at House of Tinkerbell looking at our next 2 competitors.
So this week our roadshow has brought us to House of Tinkerbell to look at the 2 teammates, Sean Ubair and Orlando Mashaba. Let's start with Sean Ubair. Grant, give us a bit of background on how he came to be in this competition.
So Sean Ubair I saw for the first time a couple of years ago at an event called Cage Warriors in Springs. I was super impressed with him, brought him through to the 5-star promotion, and he's impressed ever since. So he's a great all-round fighter. He's got good ground, his hands are fiery, and I think we can expect big things from him.
And how's he developed from the time that you brought him across to the fighter that he is today?
Well, you know, he's at a great gym, House of Tinkerbell. I've worked with him. Originally, I think he was training a lot on his ground. He was a BJJ guy. I think a lot of people will be surprised to see this guy's hands. So he's definitely developed since he's been at House of Tinkerbell, and you know, he's the real deal.
And obviously he's just come back from the World Championships as well, representing his country. How was that experience? Obviously you were there as a manager as well. Tell us what it was like seeing him in that setting as opposed to a normal 5-stars fight.
Yeah, it's, you know, Jason, you learn a lot about an athlete when they're under pressure and they are preparing for an event like that. World Champs was massive. And again, you know, Sean's composed. He thinks about things a lot, and as I said earlier, he's the real deal. He'll go far in this sport.
And then also, from those that haven't seen him, what can they expect from him in this competition?
I think they're going to be pleasantly surprised. You know, Sean, as I say, he's a BJJ fighter. He's got very, very strong ground. But what has impressed me lately is his fiery hands, and he likes to trade. He likes to analyze and to work out what his opponent's going to do, and he'll have a good game plan depending who he's fighting. And I think you know, we're going to see those hands flying. So it's going to be interesting to see who he gets matched against.
So obviously that is our first fighter on the show tonight, Sean Ubair. Let's talk about Orlando Mashaba, his teammate from House of Tinkerbell.
Orlando, mean machine, and you know, he's a crowd favorite, and who wouldn't love Orlando? Look at him, look at that smile. You know, this is half the reason we do MMA, is because of guys like Orlando.
And obviously for those that don't know him, what can they expect from someone like Orlando?
Sure. You know, Orlando is, as his fight name says, he's a mean machine. Orlando is big, strong, heavy hands, great groundwork. And when he puts it all together on the fights, he's hard to beat. I think he's ready for this comp, and he really wants this prize, and you know, people are going to be impressed with this guy.
Obviously being a wild card here to fight for his spot this weekend, so give us your thoughts on his fight from there and how he qualified for this.
I had to give him a wild card spot. You know, for me, the fight before this Saturday night, he didn't finish that strong, so I gave him a wild card into the competition, and he took that opportunity and he basically just destroyed it. You know, he absolutely dominated his opponent. He had heavy hands, and it was great to see, because that's the Orlando that I know, and I think that everyone's waiting to see that Orlando. He's going to be a tough opponent to beat. As I said earlier, he's a big bantamweight, you know, and he's tough and strong. And if he puts it together on the night, doesn't matter who he's against, they're going to be in for a long night.
Here with one of our wildcard entrants, Orlando, mean machine Mashaba. Orlando, thanks for joining us.
Yes, I also say thanks for joining us to come and do everything to us. I was excited for my fight on Saturday, so I just said thanks for everything you guys do for me.
And for those that haven't seen you fight yet, what can they expect from you in the cage?
I was busy training because I lost my fight my last fight. So just said no, man. I just want to stop. I just want to try training well, you know. So when I jump in the cage next time, it's not gonna be same like last time.
From the red corner, via Air Ormo, Orlando, Mean Machine, Mashaba!
Here with your winner, Orlando. Orlando, well done.
Yes. I say thank you very much for everyone who's watching his fight. I've been preparing for this fight for a long time, 3 weeks. So I just say thanks for my coach, thanks for Jimmy, Thanks for everyone who's watching this fight.
Orlando Mean Machine Mashaba. This guy is a powerhouse, man. And he's definitely got the knockout power to put anyone to sleep. I've got full confidence about it. He's the guy. He's the hardest worker in the room. Literally, he pulls our gym, and then we train in it. He's a dangerous fighter. When I talk about dangerous, I mean he's a guy that comes to finish fights, and that's what I love about him.
I am a Mean Machine Mashaba. I'm proud of this. Searching for the scrap.
Time to kick down. This is our third fight for the main card, and we will have 3 more after this as well, finishing off with a lightweight title fight.
No, look, you can definitely expect some good action between these 2 fighters. Like we said, Mean Machine, no stranger to the game.
Both guys feeling each other out, trying not to overcommit to anything. Nice inside leg kick there.
Ooh, try to go for the liver kick there. Luckily not finding its mark.
You can definitely see the difference between the earlier, more inexperienced fighters, and when you start getting into the main card with the guys that have a lot more fights, you can see there are a lot more movement, a lot more light on their feet, definitely looking for angles, looking for different things, and going in for the takedown.
Yeah, no, look, definitely. You can see they're not as rushed. They're not as anxious to try and get somewhere. They're actually planning and calculating their next move.
So working there from guard, throwing some strikes, trying to move into half guard. Looks like the leg is over.
Look, the leg is over, and he's got the underhook there. Trying to control that head.
Guys are staying very active from the top and bottom again, same as we saw in the previous fight. You can definitely see the difference here, where the guys are always looking for different things, looking for submissions, not just laying pat and waiting for something to happen again.
Yeah, no, look, definitely. And Mean Machine's got the advantage here. You can see JP giving him his instructions, and Orlando's listening.
Now, always good to land up in your corner. It makes things a lot easier for you. If you're the fighter at the bottom and you're in the opposite corner, it's not a great place for you to be, because they see things that you don't see when you're in the cage.
Not just that, it's also difficult to hear your corner. You've got an opposite corner screaming instructions, and you can't really hear what your corner is saying to defend yourself.
Orlando going for the submission there. Let's go the arm. Now just starting to throw bombs, looking to do damage from the top as well.
He's got mount there and seems to be working. Got nice base. Lecter not really trying to see to roll him there.
They're also not getting overly excited. Every time he feels the movement, he makes sure he secures the position again before doing anything, controlling the position well, keeping his base heavy, and when he gets the chance, he strikes.
Yeah, no, look, definitely. He doesn't want to lose the position. He's trying to set up the key lock there. Something that you don't often see from a mount position, because you normally get rolled. But Mean Machine's going for it.
Yeah, let's go over the arm there. Wasn't able to secure it. Still keeps the position though.
Yeah, look, very good base, staying heavy, staying low, and doesn't get over anxious to strike.
No, starting to definitely do some damage now though.
Got 10 seconds left of this. And this actually saves Lecter, gets him out of that difficult position.
100%. Both guys still looking quite fresh as well going into the second round. Lots of gas left in those tanks. A lot of guys are doing a lot of work as well. Definitely shows the commitment that these amateurs give. You know, this is not something they take lightly. They put in a lot of hours, and you know, it's something that you can see when they start competing.
Oh no, definitely, and something you can see when that show starts on Monday.
100%. Let's get into round number 2. Guys feeling each other out again, not rushing into anything, taking their time.
Mean Machine trying to get that teep kick there, followed up with a straight right. Inside
Nice.
leg kick.
Inside leg kick.
Oh, big overhand.
It's something that's also, you can really catch a guy throwing kicks if you land that overhand right.
Yeah, no, look, definitely, it's something a lot of people actually train. They train to step in on those leg kicks and throw that overhand right, hoping to actually land.
Nice takedown, securing the position there by Orlando, moving straight into half guard.
Looks like Lecter's just trying to do a tie down, hoping if it stays inactive long enough that the ref will stand them up.
Orlando doing a good job of staying busy though. He is, you know, working the body, working the head, making sure he stays active so that isn't an option.
Yeah, no, look, definitely. You're not seeing any lay and pray from Orlando's side of things. He's always working, and you can see him there responding to his corner, listening to them. Looking to set up that key lock again. He's got a nice setup there, and he's going for it. And
there
he
we go,
gets
it's
it.
in. And he's been looking for that for a while. It's something he's obviously seen and that he was targeting for some time, and he finally managed to get it in.
No, look, definitely. And it was an instruction from his corner. You could see him look up at his corner and JP telling him exactly how to set it up.